Welcome to Sound Like a Pro. 4 phrases to give perfect advice in English. Let's dive in and learn how to give advice like a native speaker. Read along out loud. Phrase 1. Why don't you? This is a gentle way to suggest or recommend something. It's often used to give advice without sounding pushy, making it great for polite conversations. For example, why don't you take a break and relax? Or why don't you ask your teacher for help? Some alternatives include, have you thought about trying a new hobby? Or maybe you could talk to your boss about it. And what if you called them to clear things up? Phrase 2, you might want to. This is a polite way to suggest something that could be helpful. It's versatile and can be used in both casual and professional settings. For instance, you might want to check the weather before heading out. Or you might want to reconsider your travel plans. Alternatives include, it could be a good idea to. For example, it could be a good idea to double-check the schedule. Or it's worth thinking about. It's worth thinking about saving more money. And it's a good idea to. Such as, it's a good idea to prepare for the meeting. Phrase 3, if I were you. This is a way to share what you would do in someone else's situation. It emphasizes empathy by putting yourself in the other person's shoes. Examples include, if I were you, I'd talk to her about the problem. Or if I were you, I wouldn't rush into a decision. Alternatives are, in your shoes. For instance, in your shoes, I'd wait before making a move. Or if I were in your position. If I were in your position, I'd ask for advice. And in that situation, I'd stay calm and think it through. Phrase 4, it's up to you. This phrase is a way to let someone know the final decision is theirs. Interesting fact, this phrase empowers the listener by reminding them they have control over the outcome. Examples, it's up to you if you want to join us or not. You can choose any movie, it's up to you. Alternatives, your call. It's your call whether to stay or go. You decide where we should eat tonight. The choice is yours. But I'd recommend this one.
I'm so stressed about what to do this weekend.
Why don't you go for a hike? It'll clear your mind.
Maybe you're right. You might want to join me.
If I were you, I'd plan the hike in advance to avoid crowds.
Good idea, but which trail should we take?
It's up to you. I'm fine with any option.
Quiz. 1. Which phrase would you use to give a polite suggestion? A, if I were you. B, you might want to. C, it's up to you. 2. Which phrase means you're leaving the decision to someone else? A, why don't you? B, it's up to you. C, you might want to. 3. How would you give advice while empathizing with the other person? A, if I were you. B, why don't you? C, your call. Quiz answers. 1. B, you might want to. 2. B, it's up to you. 3. A, if I were you. List of phrases. Why don't you? Have you thought about? Maybe you could. What if you? You might want to. It could be a good idea to. It's worth thinking about. It's a good idea to. If I were you. In your shoes. If I were in your position. In that situation. It's up to you. Your call. You decide. The choice is yours. Thanks for watching. Keep practicing. Please like, subscribe, and hit the notification button so you know when we have the next lesson ready for you. Hope you have a great day.